Welcome to the channel. Now, Jamaicans definitely have the best jingles. Now, if you're new to the channel, Jaden Chase, I remember to like, share, and subscribe. Now, Andre Stevens has exposed the Minister of Culture, Olivia Bobsy Grange. Of course, we're making hear him have to say, and this might be a situation we have international backlash for the Jamaican government. I'm going to hear from Andre Stevens and they will continue the Reason Nation. I want to look, and of course, I want to listen.
Bobsy Grange. Burna Boys is not from Jamaica, and you were at his show, Bobsy. Bobsy Grange. Let me remind you, Bobsy. You were at intimate with Buju. And who else? And remind you, Bobsy, you were at Amari and Queenie. But Bobsy, the Maroons? Bobsy, the Maroons that you so celebrate for the past how many years, Bobsy Grange? You decided because of your bro God, who is so stubborn, because of your bro God, Malice in Chief, Richard Curry, you boycott the Maroons because bro God say him not going, so you not going. Oh, Bobsy, I thought you had a mind of your own.
Well, clearly, Andre Stevens feels strongly about Miss Grange holding the portfolio that she holds and not attending the Maroon Festival. Why she not go? We don't know. And of course, it can be a very good reason. She can have a good reason why she did not attend. Andre Stevens seems to believe that because of the situation between Chief Curry and Prime Minister Andrew Holness. It is said that lands owned by the Maroons were a part of a deal or a discussion had by the government and international entities that mining would be done on these lands. However, the Maroons said no, and because they legally own the land, mining could not continue. And since then, it is said that Maroons, or the Maroon government, along with the Jamaican government, have had their differences. We also have to point out that there's also differences between Maroon leadership. Now on to other stories making headlines today. Now I'm going to hear from Gwendolyn McKnight, who is the mother and grandmother of the victims in Clarendon, Cocoa Peace, where 4 youth, along with their mother, had their lives taken by their own cousin. And Miss McKnight says this is a situation or incident that she still thinks about constantly. Most people who hear these stories feel like when it stops a certain post on social media, it means the family of these individuals have forgotten. That is not the situation. I'm going to hear from Miss McKnight that will contain the reason. Look and listen.
It's the first Christmas that I had without my daughter and my grandchildren, and it wasn't a pleasant one for me, because every Christmas we always went together at Maypen, We would buy the kids, I would buy the kids them toy, and we would shop around and, have fun, go to Juicy Beef and would sit down and we'll eat and drink and we would enjoy ourselves. But this year was a sad one for me because I don't enjoy my Christmas. I don't really go nowhere, Saturday night I went to Grand Market and go buy some gungo and stuff for it. And the only thing I could buy for them is 5 flowers. Yeah, and I put them on my whatnot. And I just said, this one is for my daughter. This one is for Kimanda. This one is for Shara Lee. This one is for Rafaela. And the other little one now is for Kishon, And I just placed them out on my whatnot and said, these are for my daughter and my grandchildren, Because it wasn't pleasant for me. I don't feel it. I don't feel Christmas without them. I just don't feel it. So I just went there and just buy them and just come back home. Yeah, I got to church Sunday and wasn't happy because they always come to church with me. Yeah, I always invite them and they will come. They would come to church with me, sit down and, listen to the word of God. And I was so happy. I always happy with them.
Have you visited the place?
I can't go down there. I can't. I just can't. So I don't force it. I just can't. I have their picture in my home, in my house. And each time I would just sit down and look on them when I am not doing nothing. And tears always came to my eye. But I just can't go to the graveside. I just can't. I don't have that courage to go down there. I cannot manage that one. I just can't manage it. So I don't go down there.
What did Keisha usually do with her children around Christmas?
She always get them ready and she would carry them to Maypen. That's what I tell her. She would buy stuff. Meanwhile, I am buying, giving them. She's buying, giving them too. And, they always have their little fun. As usual, you would take them over to KFC sometime and she would buy them same way, buy them their chicken and their fries because they always love the fries and so forth. Yeah. And they would walk down there and just look and, enjoy themselves and so forth. Till she ready, she just bring them up back their cake and make them sorrel and so forth for them. And, Christmas time, she always come with one cake and give me. One cake, a Malta, a bottle with sorrel, and said, Mom, Happy Christmas. This is a Christmas present, He said, Mom, I bake the cake. I bake it, so enjoy it, And I would say, thanks, my daughter, thanks, Yeah.
Tell us about the kind of support that you have been getting.
I got a lot of prayers. I got a lot of prayers from all over Jamaica, abroad, all over the world. The churches, everyone. They really supported me. I just can't complain. I can't complain. All I just have to do is thank everyone. I just thank them for their blessing that they shown unto me, Yes. And up till today, they are still. A lot of them is still showing it to me up till today. They don't leave me out. They call me, Mama Gwen, you all right? They WhatsApp me and,
And of course, what took place in Clarendon was definitely a tragedy. One that should be looked at as senseless violence. Even Barnett gave his reason for committing the crime. It wasn't a good reason. It wasn't in self-defense. It wasn't to stop a next crime from taking place. It wasn't even in the midst of an argument. It was after. It was premeditated. Him say people are styling. Him say people are saying, look how you make shall deal with it. This was not a good reason. And we are talking about the cause of the action. Now after that, we have to look at the victims, the amount of them, the age groups. This wasn't a normal crime. Normally you only see things like this in a movie. This is not normally a scenario where you see on the headlines in the Caribbean news. And as I say, there's no turf issues taking place. This are never over no money. This are never no heated argument. This never happened in self-defense. This is a man feeling disrespected and then committing this act. Even though the person who commit the act against actually I help him out. For those who don't know the story, him in a situation in our community and had to leave. I wanted a fresh start. And him cousin say, oh, you can forward. And him forward. And this is what him do. And even after the actions, the effect will stand upon the family. One thing we will say though, It's not like his side of the family they not for them parish. They say no, not never go so. Lie them a tell. All them say is that them no know them never did it, which is true, them never did it. Them never did take up for him, them never did say nothing like that. So hopefully the family good and are unaffected by his actions. Meaning say one side of the family now pre the other side of the family just because of what him do. But talk to me in the comment section. Recently the tabloids did point out that this murder that took place in Cocoa Peace and the murder of Donnelly Donaldson, or the disappearance of Donnelly Donaldson, which is suspected to be murder, were two of the biggest stories of 2022 in Jamaica. Until the reason again, live, love, and prosper. Stay tuned.